It's another Friday. Hi, ladies. How's
We are
your
happy.
week been? How's the week going?
It's
Ah,
going.
it's
It's
Monday
going.
and it feels like it's Wednesday,
Yeah, it's just a roller coaster.
Yeah.
literally.
Well,
Ah,
So
today
good.
it's another episode with just us.
Just
Um,
us. Just the three of us.
we Sure, stop yawning.
I'm sorry.
You bored already? We
I
haven't even
know.
started.
I'm bored already. No.
So today we are just going to have a quick chit chat where we talk about what's been the hardest thing about immigrating to the US, living in the US as an immigrant, or the process of immigrating, or having a career here as an immigrant, whichever one you ladies want to talk about. So I will start off and I'll say the hardest thing for me is being away from family, especially
Mm,
as we get older and we have kids. You really want them to have that super close relationship with cousins and extended family and grandparents. And I think it's just pretty hard knowing that you can't really make it the way it was for you. Like they don't really grow up with that same, you know,
Mhm.
close-knit cousins,
That's
aunties
true.
and uncles.
Mhm.
that is
Um,
so true.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so you try to build that community for them where you are. You have like super close friends that become family,
Mhm.
and sometimes you're able to have family join you, whether it's like permanently or for visits.
Mhm.
So, you do the best you
That's
can, but I really feel like the kids do lose out on that
that's true.
part.
That's so true. Like when
Yeah.
you think about it, when we move away, we excited, right? Like it's a brand new life, whatever, but you forget that the people that have been around you, getting to that point, you do miss them. You do miss
Yeah.
them. You really do. And I agree
Yeah.
with you. It's like hard to, I grew up, my cousins, I don't even call them my cousins. We call each other big sister, younger sister,
Yeah.
brothers. That's how, because we were so close with each other. And I think that's one reason why we even moved down here to North Carolina, because my
Mm.
husband, my in-laws live down here. And it became
Mm.
to a point where I was like, I do want the kids to grow up with knowing their cousins and stuff like that, because they're not able to see my side as often, at
Mm.
least to see another side. But I'm lucky that I'm able to travel with them and able for my family to come over. And the kids absolutely loves it. And
Mm.
and I always felt like it kept us also grounded when we were
Yeah.
with cousins, like we were not into like the bad stuff, because we always had an older cousin or whatever that would keep us in
Like you.
shape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I feel like they get to have that with the family they have it or the close friends that they have because,
Mm.
it's important. It's
Yeah.
a very important. That's true.
It's
That's a
so
good.
true. It's
Mhm.
it's really hard. When I moved here, I had my brother, my sister, we're three of us, four of us. And then they forced me to move here, by the way. Eh?
Mhm.
And then they all moved out of the state.
Oh, did they move out of North Carolina or move back to
Yes.
Kenya?
Two moved to Kenya, one moved out of the state.
Oh,
I'm
Oh,
wow.
like, guys, I came here because of you.
yeah.
And then where are you going? And I remember that one moved, and then the other one moved, and then the third one moved. And I remember that Christmas, I was so sad
Oh.
because we were always together every Christmas.
Yeah.
And now
Mhm.
my siblings are gone. I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, what a boring Christmas. So at least I could go to the one in Atlanta.
Mm.
But we were always the four of us with the
Mhm.
kids and our extended friends. And there was a thing, it was Christmas at my brother's house.
Mhm.
That was a really hard year.
Yeah.
It was such a yucky year. But you're right, man. I really miss my family. That's a good one. I miss
Yeah.
my family so much.
And I think it also makes you think about the future as far as
Mm-hmm.
um do you then move back home and
Mm-hmm.
what happens to your kids? Because your kids probably won't, right?
Yeah, they may
Because
not.
Life is
Yeah.
here.
yeah, because that this like here is pretty much where
Oh,
But they know
yeah.
it.
So because if we move back home, we're kind of recreating that same separation because now when you have
mm-hmm.
grandkids, you're
Yeah.
seeing them every once in a while.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it makes it kind of hard. It makes it very hard.
Yeah, it's and I always think of like me decided to move here, and I'm like, what if my son tells me he's moving somewhere
To
Yeah.
Europe.
like Asia or whatever? I'd be like, huh,
Yeah.
what? No, don't do it. Stay right here. But I'm like, I kind of did it.
Yeah, it's scary, right?
It is scary. It's like, what are you gonna do over there? But when I think about the state of mind I was when I'm ready to move or travel,
Yeah.
I feel so ready, you
Yeah.
know.
And you're
I know.
young, you're free. You're like,
Yeah, you know,
yeah,
my
I can do
mom,
it.
and I think it's a family thing. All of us, if one of our family members is traveling, that's why we're not sleeping until we know that
Mm.
person made it okay. It's
Mhm.
the craziest thing. So it's one of those things that I'm like, yeah, I can encourage them to do things that I did or whatever. But it's like, even for college, my son is about, next year be to college. I'm like, well, look at the local one, so you can just come home, think about it. You don't have to worry about the food, blah, blah, blah. And my mother-in-law is like, no, let them go away. I'm like, no,
Stay close.
stay
Just,
close.
just bribe him. He'll be back. Bribe him with food and washing his clothes and all that.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's not
Or
gonna
if
go
he, yeah, if he goes far, I'll be like, go to Florida because my sister is there. Then I'm like, okay, I
Yeah.
know
Oh,
you
there
have
you go.
somebody there and I can come see you there. But don't go like to some state that we never heard of. It's like,
You moved to
no.
Australia for college.
Wyoming.
Can
I
you
know, like,
imagine?
what are you gonna do there? Oh boy. But
Yeah.
it's hard to, you get to that position where you need to let them fly on their own.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
it's like, oh my God.
it's
But
hard. Yeah.
mm,
it
yeah.
is hard.
Yeah.
Ah, what's the next one? That ranks up there. I have
Oh
to
Yeah.
yeah,
say.
yeah,
It
definitely.
ranks up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
Definitely.
second one that ranks after that?
Um, what do you guys think?
I mean, I think at first I wanted to say the food, but thankfully, things have changed that you can find your food a little bit everything you go.
True.
But that's what's important for me when I move to a new state, the first thing I want to find is where's the African store? Because I need to be able to eat my food.
My own food.
Like it's cute to have a McDonald's here and there, but like I need some, and my husband is like, I need my fufu, I need my this, I need my I mean my cassava leaves, I have to eat food from back home because I feel like it's also that connection you have with
Mhm.
back home to be able to do that.
That's
So
true.
that's her food. I think that would be hard for me to move somewhere I don't have access
To
Yeah.
you.
to our food.
And it's so funny
Very.
because people back home usually ask me like, so what do you eat?
What do
Like,
you do?
what
I
do you
know.
Uh-huh.
like? And I'm like, I eat my sadza, which is
Uh-huh.
ugali. I'm like, that's what I
Yes.
eat with my greens and my beef stew, chicken stew. Like
Uh-huh.
I eat pretty much the way I used to eat growing
Yeah.
up because
Yeah.
I've
But it
found
doesn't
like
taste the same.
it
It
can.
does. It does.
Yeah, because you just find all your ingredients, right?
Yes,
You
Yeah.
find
exactly.
your flour, you find all your stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you can pretty much eat the way
Good.
you used to eat
You
at home.
can, yeah. And
Yeah.
it's when we have somebody coming from back home, we're always asking to bring stuff.
Yep.
And
I
then when
know.
they get here, they're like, well, they took that away at the airport. They took this away at the airport. Like, what? Like, as long
Oh,
as it's dry, it can come in. But the other stuff, I'm like, I don't even want to know what they took at the airport because it makes me even more
it's
upset.
painful. I
Yeah.
know. Spices.
Yes. Oh,
hmm
I
Yeah,
tell you,
that's
like,
true.
Yeah,
and that's
but
one thing when I travel back home, or in Europe because I grew up there, I always try to lose some weight because I know when I go there, there's no limit. I'm like eating like like I owe somebody money, like I eat, 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 eat. Yes,
Mine is
yes.
dessert. Desserts here have never done it for me.
really, what kind of desserts were you eating in Kenya?
Like the way the cakes at home and the
Mm.
cookies, I don't know whether here the sweeteners are too processed. I don't know. It
Yeah.
doesn't taste the same for me. Like
Uh-huh.
I've
Mm.
been for a Black Forest cake.
Mm. Yeah.
The one that I know how it tastes back home,
Back home, yeah.
Mm.
never ever found. Ever. The
Mm.
desserts for me, I actually don't even go looking for them except one strawberry shortcake and tiramisu. We never
Ah.
Tiramisu,
had in
yes.
Kenya anyway. We never had them anyway.
So it's one thing you adopted here. One thing about dessert, though, the icing, I feel like it's too much icing here.
And
It's
it's
I'm
too
too
always
sweet.
yes.
removing icing when I eat a cake.
Uh-huh.
I remove the icing and I just eat
Yeah.
Only the
everything
cake.
else. Yeah.
Yes,
Even
I
on
just
cupcakes, it's like
Yes,
yes.
so much icing.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
like, I remove the icing. Yeah, it's different, but you adapt, right? You have no
Mm,
choice if you decide
that
to remove it.
icing I've refused to adapt to it.
Yeah,
So
you adapt, you adapt.
you know the other thing for me is you don't think about it until you get a family.
Mm.
And when you think about when you go home, there is a house help. They'll
Yeah.
help they
Uh,
help cook and clean and you take care of the kids they do. And then here it's you. You are
mm.
everything.
You yourself and you,
You
me, myself,
yourself
and
and
I.
you and your work. On top of that,
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
that's one thing that my brain just refuses, just it just struggles with every day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's hard. But I think it's also part of the beauty of the US, right? Because the only reason why we don't have house help is because if you did, you have to pay them at least
pay them.
minimum wage, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
So the only reason why we don't is because it's too expensive.
Like
I,
I
it'd be
can
nice
do it
to
after
have
all.
one. I
Because
want
back home, really, those pay rates are very unfair.
yeah.
It
So
is. And
you
for
can
the thing
have
you
like
ask
you
them to
can even
do,
have two people to help you, and
oh
then
yeah.
Imagine.
somebody, yeah.
I know people who have, oh, that's my nanny for the kids, and that one
Yes.
takes care of the house. I'm
Mhm.
like, eh,
Mm.
you
But when
and
we went
you.
back, yeah, when we went back home, the kids thought we were some type of rich family.
I know, right?
We had a driver, somebody that's making breakfast, somebody's cleaning after. We're like, yes.
They're like that
You know
life.
what? Remember one of our guests, yeah, Eddie,
Yes.
that was it. So his wife, she always cracked me up. She said, the way I've walked in this country, she said, the day I decide to go back home, people are gonna call me bougie. I'm gonna have a maid for everything.
Oh my God.
Your responsibility is my clothes. It's my kids' clothes. Is this. I'm just gonna do it
No,
all the way.
honestly, I find it hard now. I find it hard.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, like you go back home and you have somebody like washing your clothes. I can't.
Mm,
Well,
girl,
because you
it
also
used to
have a
be like that.
standard, you know how you want your things done, and they
Not
may.
really. I just want to do
Oh,
my stuff
me,
now.
me,
I'm
that
just
would be
like
that. Yeah,
I just find it too like you're in my personal space. I'm like,
It's-
go do something else, you know?
yeah. No, me. So I think
That's
the
a
one
you
thing I would
problem.
not give up is cooking. Yeah, that's
No,
one
I
thing I would
can't.
not give up is cooking.
Yes.
I
Yes.
love my cooking, and people you never know what they think. So I'm like, you could be putting something in there. I don't want. I'll do my own cooking.
You're right. To be honest with you, I would do my children and my cooking.
Hmm.
That I don't mind any day. In
Yeah.
fact, I would. And it keeps there's that. It okay. I'll give it like you said.
Mm,
The rates in Kenya in Africa are unfair,
mm,
but also we get to really connect with our kids here
yeah.
because they're in our space so much
Mm,
that the relationship is on a different level, like
Mm.
totally
that's
different. Like
true.
I don't even feel like it's work doing anything for them.
Mm.
But the cleaning of the house and the washing of the clothes and the dishes,
They
mercy.
can have that. They can do it.
You're on your own. They can have that. I will cook day in, day out. I love to cook. I
Same.
love being creative.
Yes.
And I'll take care of my children. Will everything else.
I find it strange, especially you know how sometimes you have like a help that's much older than you,
Yeah, I know.
and they are
Yeah,
come. I'm just like,
I
yeah.
know.
no,
When
I got
it's
it.
so interesting because we have somebody like that back home. And when I went and, I was done, if I see the dishes, I would do the dishes. And he was like, no, I'll do it. I was like, no, it's okay. To make it like he's old. And everybody was just passing and dropping, passing. And I'm like, but I forget that it's the mentality. To them, it's like
Yeah,
he's getting paid for this.
Yes.
Let him
yeah.
do that. And I'm like, no, let's give him a break. And when I was leaving, he came and he said, you were so great.
Oh,
Mm.
Come back in it.
oh. If that's then the kids don't get an older one. Hello.
Right. Yeah.
Can you see me? I'm on this
Really,
bus on my own
really
dear.
true.
That's the key. Because even me, surely, if they're older, I'll feel guilty.
Yeah,
I
Mm.
can't.
I know.
But if I'm paying you and you're younger and you can do it. Mm.
And, and there were so many of us that went last time we went to Congo. There were so many of us that some of them got sick because they don't get to walk so much.
Oh,
Oh my
They
God.
called out. And my aunt was like, they haven't called that in years. There's a lot of us.
Oh, but
The
They
you
were
but
job
like,
you
is
this is
times
too much.
10.
you don't bring someone extra?
They don't, no, because they're feeling like they bring someone extra, they have to share the pay. So they just choose to do it
Oh,
themselves. Yeah, they think they got
Mm,
it, but before you know it, this person is not showing up. This, I'm like, well, it's a lot. The work is times 10. So that's why I
yeah,
was like, let
it's a
me
lot.
help where I
yeah.
can help, you know?
When you do it here, you really get to appreciate what that was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you don't do it, you don't understand. It is
Mm,
a lot of work. And then it's an ending.
Yeah.
It's
mm,
like, it doesn't end.
no,
Yeah.
That's the
yes,
worst part.
yeah. Mhm,
Yeah. And it's funny, we went to, where is it, 4 years ago or something? And then we went to Mombasa for our vacation. And we rented you know how you can get a hotel and you can eat at
mhm,
the hotel?
mm,
We got a unit that had a kitchen.
mm.
And then, the dollar goes a little bit further.
Mother,
We
yeah.
were able to get a chef. Man, I was feeling like I'm in heaven and then I came back here. I was like, hey, my goodness. Like, what? You're calling me kitchen? And over there, you wake up, there's a
It's
spread of
ready. Yeah.
breakfast, mandazi,
Mm,
tea, I don't know who, what, where. You come back at lunch, it's
it's
ready,
ready.
kitchen is
Oh, that's very
spotless.
nice.
It
Yeah.
was vacation,
That's
genuine
vacation.
thing.
That's real
Dinner
vacation.
is
Mm,
sitting there. And then because we're in Mombasa, we were sending her to the market so she can get
The fresh
fresh
food.
fish
mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
fresh food. So we're trying a lot of different fish
Mm.
and fishy stuff. Oh my God. It was 4 days of pure bliss. Pure bliss. And then I came back.
Yeah,
The
back to
real life.
reality.
The
But
real life.
I think because we grew up also eating all that fresh food, I have
Yes.
a hard time with frozen food.
Me
Mm,
too.
I have a hard time. The only place that I could eat frozen food from is Trader Joe. And again, it's
mm,
maybe one or two, things, but I have a hard time with frozen food.
What about
mm.
canned goods?
What?
I feel like
Oh,
that's
canned
worse.
goods? Yeah, I don't do well with
I
canned
don't I
goods.
don't know what to do
Mm-mm.
with canned
I don't
goods.
even
Yeah.
think, yeah, even before, at some point when I started cooking, like on a serious level for me and my family,
Goodness.
serious level. Like I used to use like canned tomato, but I don't even do
Yeah.
that anymore. I just buy the fresh stuff and I
Mm-hmm.
cut it. I like to do things from like the scratch beginnings.
Scratch, right?
Mm.
Yeah, I
Yeah. I
know.
don't
But
know.
yeah,
I don't know what to do with
it's different. Definitely different.
canned stuff. If
Yeah.
you want sweets that are closer to home, like the sugar
Mm,
is more like less. I don't know. I find the sugar here that they use in sweets is like burns. I don't know. It's weird.
mm.
Hispanic desserts is what I've
Oh,
found closest taste to what we have at home.
Mm.
wow. I'm
The
not
sugar
sure. I'm
level
not
is the
curious.
same.
Yeah.
It's not too high. Remember with what's her
Yeah,
name?
with Desiree, yeah. I
Desiree.
know which you still
Yes.
have to bring me some stuff. I need to remember.
To remind her. Next time we meet up somewhere at somebody's home, I'll bring you see the difference. There's
Okay.
actually it's closer to the sugar levels are not too high, and then I don't know, it just doesn't. I don't know. Except the strawberry shortcake and tiramisu.
Yeah.
Tiramisu is very
I'm
good.
big on dessert. Yeah. I'm big.
And the real tiramisu,
Yeah.
not the
Mm.
one with cake.
Well, I mean, the one from that
Not the one with
restaurant is the
cake.
best.
Girl, the real Italian one is ladyfingers,
Lady
mascarpone,
fingers, yeah. Mm-hmm.
something there I can't pronounce its word, some creamy thing I
Yeah.
don't know how to pronounce that word, and then the little this cake business is fake.
Yeah, I know. You know who makes good tiramisu? Stephanie. She makes
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
really?
with the lady fingers, and she made that for me one day. I
Oh.
was like, okay.
Oh,
She lived
wow.
in Italy for a while, so
Oh,
yeah, so she
Ah.
really knows how to make a good
we
tiramisu.
need to have her as a guest
I know.
on
I
this
told her
episode.
that already. She said,
And she
she said,
come with that
okay, you
tiramisu.
gotta have time.
Maybe do a live one. She bakes us a tiramisu.
I know. She does a very good job. Very good job.
Oh, that's
Actually, why
awesome.
don't you order me one while you're over there talking to
Right?
her?
Next time I go there, I'll tell her, hey, Shiro wants to tiramisu.
That and some puffs, and I'm in heaven.
I know, right? You know
Hmm.
what I was thinking about? One thing I found different moving to the US is friendship at school, if you want.
Mm.
Like I remember my first class, I made some friends, right? And to me, I've just felt like we'll carry on. And then the next semester, because you may take different classes, people were not big on keeping contact. I don't know, maybe it's just me.
Ah.
Compared to France, I feel like in France, I mean, I have friends that I went to high school with till this day,
Mhm.
We met some of them, Jeanne and all that. But I felt like here was different. I felt like it was a thing that everybody was like, okay,
Keep it
we
moving.
together for that moment and then we move on to the next
Mm,
moment. Maybe it's my own experience, but I still do have friends that I've met from the moment I've moved here and those friends are really from another place as well. Like one of my good friends, she's from Jamaica, and we kept contact till now. And I have
mm,
another good friend too, but I feel like on the American side, there was not a lot. It felt as if they don't want to kind of hold you
Attached too
or
much.
attach because
Mm.
it was like you will call some people, they will answer, they will try to meet, but after that, it was like they kind of move on to the next thing. And
mm,
I don't know, I just felt it was odd. Even with work, you go to a new job, you try to meet up with people before, but it felt like it wasn't their thing. It's like they move on to the next thing. I don't know.
mm.
Maybe it's
A
just
good
my
point.
experience.
Do I have? I don't have. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't think I have friends from college.
Yeah.
Do I?
Because the only friend that I had that I lasted are people that are from a different,
And immigrants
country.
as well,
Yeah,
eh?
immigrant
Yeah,
as well.
me too.
Yeah.
I
But
wonder if
here,
we gravitate towards each other.
That's
I don't know.
possible. Yeah,
Maybe.
that's possible.
But like
Because
within the moment, we are great friends. We talk or whatever.
yeah,
But then
Mm,
after that, it's like, it's like you're pulling that person.
mm.
mm,
And then afterward, it's like, okay, stop pulling.
mm.
Man, do you have friends from college? Where's I don't know. I
I
can't.
do,
Where
but
you
they're
go?
also from
Immigrants.
other countries.
Immigrants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
me
my
too.
really good friend, the one I always talk about, that's from Congo too. We've
Mm,
known each other all the way from like 2006,
mm.
and we still talk like pretty much every other day.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
yeah.
right.
Mm,
Huh.
yeah. And to me, that was odd because in France, it's completely different. You have friends like that were from born and raised in Europe, and those that were also immigrant that I still have great contact till this day.
Mm.
But here I felt that it was completely different. It was like you're here for a season.
Interesting. It would be
It's more
interesting
spread.
to talk to somebody who was born and raised here and see what's
Their
their take,
perception.
you know?
Yeah, I would like that.
Because
Yeah,
maybe we just gravitate toward other immigrants, maybe.
maybe,
Yeah.
That would
maybe.
be interesting
Yeah,
Hmm.
to have
it's
How do
interesting
we know?
because
that take.
again around that moment, I'm with everybody. Whoever talks to me, I talk to them, but then after that, you feel like that's it. So at first,
Mm.
I was getting my feeling a little hurt, but then after that, I was like, maybe it's the American way. I don't know.
I'm over
Yeah,
Let's
here.
but I
adapt.
mean, I don't know. I feel like I don't have friends from college that I've kept like that are still super close, but I still have a few people that I still talk to.
Mm.
And then, you know, getting old and making friends through work and all that, still have some pretty decent friends,
Hmm.
but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
Huh.
it's interesting.
It
Yeah.
is.
That
Yeah.
was definitely something that shocked me when I moved here.
Yeah.
Okay, it was different.
Huh.
Another thing I just thought about that was hard about moving to the US was hair.
Uh,
Because back home, getting your
God.
hair done was was so
Oh,
easy. You change your
easy.
hairstyle like every 2 weeks, it was fine.
Mhm.
I didn't even know how to do hair.
Oh, neither did I. And
I
then you
didn't.
get
Yeah.
I
here
learned
and you're like,
recently.
I
Yeah.
didn't even think about that piece. I never even thought
Yeah.
about it before I
Mm.
moved. And then when I got here, I'm like, like it's a whole production for you to figure out who's gonna do your hair, when,
No.
how much is it gonna
Gotta make an
cost?
appointment. Gotta make an appointment.
That
Uh,
is
That
so
was
true.
hard, yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
I
That's what.
remember I roomed with this girl. She was an American when I first got here, my first roommate. And she used to wrap her hair. So I never even knew what
Yes.
wrapping hair was. She'd wake up and hair would just fall down. And I'm like, why is she doing this? This hair of mine, I have my matutas, my
Yeah.
four
How
things,
many
little
times I've tried
devils.
to do that? It was a
I
mess.
try to come it. how is her hair? She sleeps, she wakes up and it just blows
Mm.
down. Before I figured out, I had moved. It was a year later.
Oh, jeez.
That's how sad that is. And then I realized, dang, man, I have to learn how to do my hair.
Yeah.
I have to learn how to wash it.
Mm.
God, you're right.
Yeah.
Hair was a mess.
It was, yeah. When I think about in France, I had a sister that was doing everybody's hair in the family. So,
Mm.
but then
Ah,
it's true that moving here, and especially in New York, we lived in a very Dominican, Puerto
mhm.
Rican area. So I went to the hair salon and they gave me a blow dry, and I loved it. But that's
Blowout.
all I was stuck doing because that's
Yeah.
all I knew. And you remember in one of the episodes I told you how at first I was scared of going to Harlem?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was like, well, I'm just gonna be stuck with this blow dry. And I remember one time it was the funniest thing. The lady that used to do my blow dry wasn't there. So I went across the street and I walked in and it was like mostly older women. And I was like, oh, I just want a blow dry. She said, okay, I got you. She did my blow dry, but at the end, she was styling me like the older lady. So I came out of there with like a big hair. She had rollers. And, she's fixing it and she was so proud of it. And I was like, nice. Thankfully, I had a hat that I wore when I came in.
Oh
I
gosh.
tell you, I went out as soon as I hit that corner. I
You
put
put it
my,
back on?
and then when I got home, I just brush it down, brush it down. But that was my hair, so I would get my hair blow dry until I finally got the courage to go to Harlem, and I used to go there and get my hair done. And yeah, but it's true. Then it becomes a budget that you never had to deal with,
Mm-hmm.
and with
That's the next thing I was
commitment.
gonna say. It
Yeah,
becomes like, okay, so who's the cheapest? 80, $100. For what?
and
Things that
Yeah.
$20 or
Oh
$10.
yeah.
but no, this is what you do when you go in, when you get there. They come and in Harlem they usually harass you pretty much. Like they come, hey, you wanna do your hair? You wanna do? You're like, sure, and you walk in the store, and then they start telling you the price, and then I start speaking in French, and they're like, oh, my sister, and then they bring down the price.
At least you had that.
I
Girl,
know. Even the options, because
That
like
was
where
that
I
was
was.
helpful. That was helpful. My sister. Then they'll bring it down, not so much, just a little bit, as if they're giving me a discount. But I was like,
Uh-huh.
I'm not paying that. Are you crazy?
remember when people used to do the little micros? Was a
Yeah.
thing.
Oh
And I
my
would hear
God.
somebody say, yeah, I paid $250. I'm like, excuse me, what?
Oh yeah.
And today prices, you hear people pay
Oh
400,
yeah, easy.
100. I'm like,
Crazy.
for what? Some people take loans or they pay like after pay type of thing. I've heard
Ah,
people do that. Yes.
what do you mean? You on layaway.
Wait, like literally, literally.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, people do that. You'll be
I
surprised.
me have
Yeah.
braided myself, imagine. The whole
I've
head.
learned. COVID has taught me
Oh
how to do
yeah.
it myself. Yeah.
Ah,
That's the one
yeah.
good thing that came out of COVID. I learned how to do my own hair. And I don't have girls, so really hair is never a big
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Mm.
So yeah. So I learned how to do my own hair during COVID. How
Girl,
Yeah,
I had to learn with mine. I kept quiet. I said, hey, between my bill and her bill.
that's a lot.
No,
I know.
no.
That's a
But
lot.
but then
Better.
it's fun when you go home and then you can just get your hair done,
And
you
the
know?
prices are much better.
You gladly tip extra.
Oh,
Yeah.
listen,
You
there you
know,
like get a 20.
because you know the
Yeah.
madness you're going back to.
Oh my God. Well, Esther that we had on the podcast, she just came back from Ghana and you should see her hair. It's like all the way down here. She
Oh,
said she paid
really?
$35 for it.
Oh
I was like,
gosh.
huh?
Imagine.
Hmm. I was
I'm,
like,
Yeah.
you
that's what
know
I
what?
wish we could. That's the
You
one
could
thing I'm excited about AI. I wish it will build something that makes it easy to go back home, back and
Oh,
forth.
no.
Girl, I'll be every weekend.
What's this thing, Vilma? Submarine?
I know, right? Something. I don't care what it is. I'll take it.
it
They
takes
want
you
to
in like
pilot it and they need people to volunteer. I'll get in there. I'm like, get me there quick. Bring me back. I would
2 hours.
absolutely love it.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, can you imagine? That
Remember the
would be
Concorde used to
awesome.
go to London. It was in 2 or 3 hours. What was it? Something crazy like
Yeah.
that.
From
Yeah.
where?
The Concorde from here to London.
What was
Mm-hmm.
it? A flight?
Yes, the Concorde, the one that
Yeah.
killed a whole bunch of people, then they stopped it.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
I remember that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that thing
Oh,
used
wow.
to, I
It
think
was
it was
flying.
2 hours or something.
Yeah. I don't know that quick, but it was less than the 6 hours it takes to go
It
there.
Oh,
was.
wow.
Yeah, it was. It was.
That's crazy.
People
It
got too
was
excited.
crazy.
Mm,
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
That would be so nice, man. Oh, can you imagine?
Well, it was until it wasn't.
Really beautiful.
Yeah, it was taking roughly 3 hours. Yeah, I had to check
Oh,
that
three
as
Yeah.
hours. Oh my
from here
God.
to from New York to London.
Eesh.
Wow. That's super
Yeah,
fast.
I remember that time. That was,
That's
Mm,
fast. That is so fast.
yeah,
yeah.
there's
But
so
that would
many
be nice
things. Yeah.
being
There's so
able to
many
go back
things.
and forth. Because right now going home,
Ah, it's
whew,
expensive.
it's
And then you have
expensive
the
and it's a
kids.
long trip.
It's long and
It's a
expensive.
Wait.
long trip.
And then you get there, people expecting you to care for everybody.
Uh-huh.
You're like, I
Man,
came on vacation. What do you mean? I have to buy this, I have to buy
Like
that.
come on vacation.
it's crazy. Everybody's looking at you like, okay, so
I
now come
know.
spend on us. And you've already spent a
And they don't realize the amount.
crazy amount of money just to get there.
They look
That's
at you, they're like, what are we eating today?
Mm.
that's why I love going to my mom's place because my mom does not allow me to buy groceries or anything.
Good.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then when I come back, like last time when I came back, I sent her a message and was like, "Thank you so much. You hosted us so nice." And she said, "I didn't host you. You were home." I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh."
exactly. I know. You're home.
You are home.
And then you bring
Oh,
her grandkids, she would love that.
oh,
She'll be
I
yeah,
like, yeah, that's it.
know.
yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
That's
different.
those are some good ones. Family, food, hair, working yourself to death, taking care of your
I know,
house.
right?
That
It's
And
one.
not helpful.
I think speaking, like I think you learn the confidence in speaking up. I always remember this. We were one of my friends, she was like, "Oh, let's go out." So when we went out, when we came back, the cab basically demanded a tip. Oh my God. She
Tips.
cussed him out. And I was like,
That's another one, right? Tips.
I know, yeah,
Another one.
that's a big one because I was like, at first I literally was looking at her like, how are you talking to him like that?
I think I
It was,
got fired by
it
a
was
hairdresser
crazy.
for not
Yeah,
tipping.
For not
Mm.
tipping.
because of not
Mm.
tipping. Yeah, but
I
that's the
think.
thing, we don't really do that. And then in France also, they don't really do that. So
Mm.
Mm.
coming here, you go to the restaurant, it's like, I got a tip. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, you've
But
already I've
if
paid.
you get the service you pay for, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I think because I didn't know that they don't really get paid a
Yeah.
living wage. I
I
feel like
know. Yeah.
the checks basically get supplemented by the tips.
Mhm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so, if you don't tip, it's kind of messed up, right?
Yeah, I
So
know.
you
And
kind
the
of
only,
have to learn early.
yeah, when I walk in a restaurant, that's when I understood better what it was. And
Mm,
I was like, really? Because they have to share whatever tip we leave, they share it with the person that make the drink, they share it with the person that brought the food.
mm-hmm.
And,
The
it's,
kitchen.
yeah, the kitchen, they share with everybody. And I didn't realize, I was like, oh my God.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Can
And
you
those
imagine? They're
guys
already
work.
not making much.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then, yeah. I know one of the girl that I met at a restaurant, one time she told me, she's like, don't sit, because I used to be like the hostess. She said, don't sit my tables. I'll be back. These people, she showed me, they left her like pennies. She said, I'm coming back. She followed them downstairs. Oh yeah, she wasn't playing. She said, she wasn't playing. She went downstairs. She came back with some money. She was like, I'm not playing. She said, they got me going back and forth, and this
Oh
is
my
gonna leave me.
God.
She did. She's like, I'll be right back. Right in the
Mm.
And
middle of Times Square. She went and found them. I don't even know how she did that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's such a bad culture. I wish they would include the tips in and some restaurants do that now.
Yeah, they
Where
do.
the,
That's
the
true.
tip is
Mhm.
included with your final bill. I feel like that's
Mhm.
more fair because
Yeah,
It's
really
I
you're
know.
really like at the mercy of these customers, right? Whether they
You do?
leave
Yeah.
you a tip or not.
Yeah.
you
But
really
yeah,
are.
in France, they still don't have this tip thingy,
Mm.
But sometimes if they know that you come from here or whatever, they try to like, so you're
Yeah.
gonna tip me or whatever.
Mm.
I've been sitting here like 20 minutes before you acknowledge me. No, you don't.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think it
But
should just be
again, you get
included
what
in
you
the
pay for.
price.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know what's funny is when you go back home now and you want that extra service
Mm.
and you're like, just throw a five in there.
But you know, at
Yes.
home it's different. At home it's more like you won't get the basic service
Mm.
Yes.
until you tip. You get what I mean?
Mm,
Yeah.
Like
that's
some
true.
people will refuse to do like the thing
That's
they actually are supposed to do
they're supposed to.
Because to
until and
until
you're
you
just
tip.
like,
Yeah.
mm.
You've been
I,
paid to do this. It's just like,
but I feel like in Congo, at least my experience last time, it was like they were doing so much to get the tip. You know, you
Mm,
were not even thinking of tipping them, but they were so like, I mean, people were opening my doors at the grocery store.
mm,
mm.
Yeah, they like I'm coming in, they open the door. Welcome, and I'm done. They packing my, like the grocery. They walking to the car. They opening the door. I'm like, guys, I could do this myself.
we
But they're
know where
doing
you're
so much
from.
because they know you're not from there and they know
Yeah,
that you will give them something. But it's
yeah.
like sometimes I was like, I just want to be incognito. Like, and they know it. They just say you smell different. Yeah,
Mm.
like what does that mean?
Huh?
You smell different.
You smell
That's
different.
how they know because I'm
Ah,
not going there and being all dressed up. I'm just being me, chill.
you
But they're
don't
like, yeah,
smell
there's something
sweaty.
about your skin, something about you. You smell different. You smell like you're not from here. I'm like, what does that mean? And sometimes I will even leave the kids at home because I'm like, oh, the kids are giving it away. But if every time they would know, they open up my door, they follow me. Do you need anything? Do you want, Madam? They go, Mrs. Yes, ma'am. No problem, ma'am. I'm like, ah, here, just take it.
And it's not for everybody.
No,
Mm.
but they try
No.
so hard, and I feel bad after all. I'm like, okay, just take it. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I just thought of?
Mm,
Something like a flip side.
mm,
When you come here and a system works,
Mm.
mm.
systems here work.
Yeah.
You don't have to bribe nobody to get things done. You
Mm-hmm.
fill in the paperwork, things actually work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That that was a surprise for me because you come here, you're expecting the same old, same old. You have to
Mm.
sit in line at the bank for 5 hours, or you have to
Yeah.
go. No, things work.
Yeah.
That was a pleasant surprise for me. Very nice surprise.
There's one thing I remember my mom always say. She said she didn't know how hard life was until she moved to the US.
Mm.
Because life was easy back home. She had the money, she know people. It was easy to do business. It never felt like a
Mhm.
lot. But when she came here and had to find a job and had to wake up in the morning, cold, hot, whatever, you need to get out and go. It was like, what? I gotta do this. And it was even hard. The first time we told her she needs to get a job, she was like, me?
A job?
A job? Me?
Fair.
And then she'll go there
Employed.
and that guy would be like, do this, huh? And she'll be like, are you talking to me? But that's what happened when your country goes sour and then
Yeah.
people that have status gotta move. You have to have a different mindset to really be
Yes.
able to adapt because she
To
lost a
be-
lot of friends or people that she knew that were like in
Mm.
power, whatever, because of the depression, because they couldn't pivot, and they couldn't understand that this is
Life
a
has
different
changed.
life. You
Yeah.
you cannot go back home right now, and now that you're here, you have to figure it out.
Mm.
So it was hard for some of them. I remember
Yeah.
some of her interviews, she would not get it because she she said they will ask her, like, why would you work here? And the first thing she would tell them is, me back home, I have that many houses, and I have this, I had my business, and they were like, okay, this one, nah.
He's not
She,
gonna last at this job.
she's not.
He
She's
doesn't
gonna tell
even
us about
want
her life.
it.
Me, I was married to this. I had so much money. I used to travel. And she said it took one person to tell her, be like, ma'am, we do not care. Yeah, she said somebody had to tell her, like, I'm not gonna give you this job. I'm gonna give you an advice. When you go
Yeah.
to this interview,
Don't talk
you
about
just
this.
wanna know how you can help this company
That's
succeed.
it.
Who you were back home, it sounds wonderful. However, we do not
Oh
care.
my gosh.
But she said at first it shocked her, but she said it was something that really helped her
That she needed to
understand that,
hear.
okay, now I really need to
Mm.
to
Yeah.
adapt and make it happen. Yeah.
Mm. Wow.
but yeah, getting a job was a big deal for her. I was like, what?
Wow.
Always been self-sufficient. I always got my business. I always been,
Yeah.
now I gotta work for people that I would hire back home. I think so.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
by
tough.
the way.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
tough.
Oh my
it's
gosh, that's
crazy.
true.
That's
Yeah,
tough.
yeah.
That is
Power to
true.
them.
Yeah. Well,
Golly.
I
You
know
know, when you
that's
think
a
back, things you don't think about,
I
eh?
know, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
Now
we
they're so normal.
Yeah.
yep,
Mm.
It's just like,
yep,
oh gosh.
yeah.
Oh, guys.
Very, very interesting. I think we talked about things we hadn't thought about in years.
Absolutely.
Seriously.
Yeah.
In years is right too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because it's so normal now, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Every day. No.
Well, ladies,
In
it's been
signature me.
fun. Yep.
That was so much
Until,
fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was so much
Fun.
fun.
Till next
Until
time. I
next
know we
time.
felt we look a little tired
I
sometimes.
know everybody looks sleepy.
I know.
For a
We hope
Monday, darling.
yeah,
Not
we
Friday.
hope we make you guys think of things and you guys
Yeah.
understand what we were talking about. But
Yes. You
yeah,
know what? People comment down there and tell us what
I
was your
know if you
thing.
like it or
Yeah.
not. So we
Yeah.
know.
Mhm.
Yeah, then we
You
can
know,
talk about
Noki will comment.
I know.
Noki.
Hey,
Hey, Naki.
Naki.
And Kezia, hey.
Oh, that's right. Our diehards.
I
Woohoo.
know.
All right,
All right,
guys.
ladies,
Guys,
until
we'll
Till
next
catch
next
week.
up
time.
next time.
Bye.
But you come out, it feels almost like the best film that explained that what I was feeling is Lost in Translation. Because you
Mhm.
come out the whole way, it's quiet, like nobody. And you get on the
Mhm.
highway, you get on the elevator with people, everybody just stiff and it's proper. I'm looking. I'm like, am I in the wrong place? I know I'm in the midst of Manhattan, but
Yeah.
but I get it here. People are very so I learned quickly in America, folks can yes salute, but the skepticism among folks is very high because that's
Mm.
how I read it. It's like so it's like and nobody's saying hi.
That's
You
weird
know,
because that's how I felt in France, though, not in America. I felt that in France. But in
but
America,
but
I felt like people were all like, "Hey, how you doing?" That's so,
Gilda, you've lived when
yeah,
you came. You lived in a very vibrant mixed color
yes,
area.
that's true.
56th Street is very, that's
Yeah,
how I read it
upper
that way. It's
place,
very
yeah.
proper,
Hmm.
very, whatever. I don't know what social class that lived there. All I knew
Mm.
when we got into the elevator, nobody said hello to each
Yeah,
other.